And I'll say this: I know everybody's disappointed about yesterday, and for good reason. And it is scary having to beat the Steelers, whether Roethlisberger's going to play the whole game or not. And we don't know that yet. But I do think that we've seen enough out of this head coach and this quarterback, even though they both had questionable games yesterday, to know that this team is finally on the right path, and that over the next, 3, 4, 5 years, this is a team that's going to be in the hunt late into the year, every year, I believe.
Yeah, I agree with you on that, but I didn't like some of the things I saw. I had to believe that you'd see a huge running game by the Browns yesterday. They hardly attempted it. I think that Kareem Hunt had, 7 or 8 touches the whole game. The one that threw me for a loop was the last quarterback sneak. That unless Baker called it on his own, which guys have done that, they go against the norm and they do that. If he went against the coach's orders on that and ran his own play and got stuffed and fumbled on top of it, they invoked the Dave Casper rule. Everybody wondering about that one, but if it was called by the coach, that's a questionable call. When you have Hunt and Chubb there in that situation.
Yeah, I agree. That fumble wasn't as damning. Well, I think he got stopped. So basically, to me, that play was blown up before the fumble happened. But yeah, I agree with you. I want the ball in Nick Chubb's hands, or Hunt, who runs really hard. Both of them do, with a game on the line like that. And I think we'll see that change, especially with a quarterback who had already not held on to the ball very well during the previous 60 minutes. Right. So I know that the Jets came into that game, Les, deciding that they were going to stop the run and take their chances with everything else. But I'm sorry, when you have those two guys in the backfield and you have an offensive line that I think has moved people around pretty well all year, you have to be able to run the ball, and you have to make more of a commitment to it. I know. Yeah. I read a few times on Twitter today, people saying, "Well, they were down in the game. Of course, they're going to throw it." But you're still down you're not down to the Kansas City Chiefs. You're down to the New York Jets, and to me, right, that they're not going to hang 35 points on you.
No, so, even if they go up 1 or 2 scores, that's against the New York Jets. And also, if you're down to the New York Jets, it's the New York Jets. It's not. It's a team that you should be able to beat. And the New York Jets, who had the 13th, they were 1-13 coming into this game.